Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Diana. If you are new here, you can tell by the channel name, life is what you manifest, and the triple eight is for abundance. So I am into numerology. I do come across a lot of triple sets of numbers on a daily basis, and sometimes I just reflect, you know, if I come across like 222, I see what's going on maybe for the day or just in my life, and I say, okay, if things are going well, then things may be aligning for me. 444 has always been something I've been seeing, which got me into this whole paying attention to the numbers that I see, which is protection, and so on and so forth. You can look it up for yourself. I might even have it on my banner or something on one of my social medias, but that's not what we're here for. So if you are new, welcome. I don't really do YouTube consistently. It's not something that I like have a real how would you say, like I don't have any content that I consistently post. Let's put it that way. Sometimes I may come on here and talk about random stuff that people can relate to. Generally, it will be like a story and or some of my life experiences, how I got through them, how I plan to get through them, etc., in hopes that maybe it will reach somebody and it may help someone. And then I come on here and I just sort of want to just spill the tea on my life and rant and whatever. So there's that. But I don't necessarily come on here and do DIYs or I used to do couponing many moons ago. I don't come on here and show you guys where you can save money and what coupon you could use and all of that. That's just, it's hard to do it anyway, and it's just not my jam. One of my passions is writing, but it is hard to, I don't really know how you would take your writing. I do blog, and it's linked below. I don't blog every single day, and if I do blog, sometimes I don't always publish them, because sometimes it's just a personal vent that I need to get out. I just need to vent it, get it out, and it doesn't always need to be for everybody to read or out on the internet waves. But there are a lot of posts on my blog that I can 100% say are either interesting because I love true crime, and I have covered a few stories there, a few big stories. So if that's some interest to you, then you would want to hop over there. And I definitely have made some shorter videos, kind of key points about those true crimes. So, those videos are on my channel, but I don't necessarily have like a niche. Like, I'm not a cooker, I'm not a speed cleaner. Well, I cook, but I don't like do those things, you know. I don't have like a camera just chilling with me all day and like, you know, making my coffee and brushing my teeth and yeah, I need my mornings to myself, not to my phone. I just can't do it. I need to like regroup my head, make my cup of coffee, sit alone. I like to put on one of my favorite shows. If not, I'm sorry, my favorite show is Roseanne. I have all 222 episodes of hers. So I will sometimes play her on DVD until she is on CMT at 9 o'clock, and then like West Coast, I think it starts at 11 or something like that, 12. I get both. I get West Coast and East Coast. That's the type of service that I have. So, yeah, I watch Roseanne whenever I can. It makes me feel comfortable. It's something from my childhood. It is what it is. So, whatever. But yeah, like, I'm not like a Dollar Tree hauler. I just, I don't know, guys. It's kind of like a hit or miss. You know, comment below the best thing for you to do. If you like my personality at all, if you just like any of the videos as of, the past year that I put out, and the things that I talk about, then comment below and let me know what it is that you may want to learn about me or would like to share about yourself, and if I had any feedback on, I'd be glad to. I have said in past videos that I recently graduated for a peer recovery specialist, and I am now holding a provisional certification, which means I need to do 2,000 hours of supervised work with clients, and then I can get fully standard certified and do it all by myself. So with that said, I do have experience from family members, from personal experiences with, my dad. He was bipolar. I didn't even know it until he got a divorce from my mom. I suffer from anxiety. I think it came more from my childhood, and from traumatic events. Not serious traumatic events, but yet they were traumatic enough for me. I also have dealt with alcoholism within my family. Even developmental disabilities. There's a slew of things, and I talk about that in other videos. So I have lived experience. I have, lived by experience, and those type of things from from close family members. I mean, my parents. My parents were great parents. Growing up, they weren't sick people. My mother decided to become an alcoholic like in her mid to late 40s, which is whatever. And my dad was just a very angry person, but not all the time. And I hold a lot of his blood. I 100% go for the anger first. That's how I lead. I lead with anger. That's my defense mechanism, and I'm okay with that. As long as I recognize it, try to understand that I need to reel it in, and that there are consequences to pay, and I'm done paying consequences, and sometimes it's just not worth it. I used to be a big person who could not let you get the best of me. I would mistaken sometimes relationships with guys. I said, I love him so much, oh my god, how could he leave me, or, not that I really got broken up with that much, but they would do certain things to me, like leave me hanging, I'm talking about my young years. And then even as I got older, there were some things that had went on, and I really had to take a step back, listen to people that had third-party perspectives, not even just therapists, like my sister, like, other people, friends, and they say, Diana, it's not that you're so gaga in love. That's not what this is about. It's your ego. Your ego is like, how dare you do this to me? And I'm thinking, wow, that's how my father used to be. Like, how dare you lie to me? How dare you tell somebody my business? I've always been a very loyal person in that way. You confide in me, I keep it to myself. So there's been there's been not a lot of people, but a couple of particular people who have used my life story, to, I don't know, make connections in their rendezvous with other people, which is whatever. I mean, if you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. If you are going to talk behind my back, you're going to talk behind my back. But what you're not going to do is tell people my story. That's what you're not going to do. And look, that comes back to you. Just like they say, when people cheat and they get into relationships, you get them how you lose them. It might be 5, 10, 15 years down the road. And you're not going to most likely lose them by way of cheating. Something else will come about. Everything comes full circle. That's just the way it goes. You lose them how you got them. And you get them how you lose them. It's just the way it is. But in the mix of all of that, you're not going to utilize my story for pillow talk or for conversation on the phone. No, that's not how it goes. So if I feel that you're a close friend of mine and I confide my past and some of the hard things that I've been through, and you go ahead and tell the next stranger, we're going to have beef. And we're going to have beef for a very long time. I might let years rock. This may sound very immature, but I guarantee you, I will make sure that if I have to pray to God every night, God will take care of it for me. 100%. God has the ultimate vengeance. So if I have to pray every night, I will. That's just the way I am. I am not going to let somebody get over on me, use me for their personal gain. Not going to happen. And that's generally what I have to say about that, because I know what it's like to have somebody turn their back on you. And turn their back on you in such a way where they, look, cheat on me or talk behind my back with so-and-so about maybe she's annoying, she talks too much or whatever. But to tell my personal business is a whole nother level that I just can't fathom, can't get past. I don't do it. And when I don't do things, and when I see that I am super loyal and you have totally reneged on our friendship, that we have made a pact that no matter what happens, my story is my story. And you are to go 6 feet under with that. I'll make sure of it. I will make sure of it. I, meaning God, will take care of me. He will know that it's something that I need to move on, and He will take care of it. And He could take care of it in many ways. He could cost you the home you live in, cost you the car that you're driving, give you problems with the car that you're driving, give you money issues, give you relationship problems, give you friendship issues. Look, God knows what He's doing. So it can come out in a lot of different ways. But I know that God takes the vengeance all for me. He will seek out His vengeance. It is the Lord's way. So as long as I say my prayers, I express my hurt, I have forgiven myself for things that I have said to people, that not maybe hurt them, but just the strangers, acted out of pocket. And I have forgiven myself for allowing my anger to get the best of me, and then allowing my mouth to just spew, because I did grow up in a certain household, and my father was not one to hold his tongue, and he was one to say not nice things about people. And that's, I mean, everyone, any and everyone. He would knock on your door and tell you, "Are you fucking lazy? Mow your effing lawn." Like, he didn't care, he didn't care. So, I grew up watching that, and hearing that, and thinking that that was okay, calling people out, and not realizing that, you don't know what's going on behind their closed doors, and what they have going on in their lives. And maybe the lawn isn't the first priority. Maybe they can't feed their family. Maybe they don't know if they're going to keep their electric on to, you know, or get gas in the lawnmower to mow their lawn, But that's what I see. I see my dad lead with his fist, lead with his anger, lead with his stubbornness, and unfortunately, I inherited that. And in a way, I'm grateful for it, because now I know where, when, and who I need to set boundaries with, and how to go about them. Now that I'm an adult, ladylike, stern, but keep it classy. And then if you continue to step out of pocket, well, then all bets are off. But I don't put myself in positions like that anymore. I'm very picky with who I keep in my circle. I keep a very tight circle. Very tight circle. I don't just mess with anyone. I don't just allow anyone in my life. I don't just go out and party with anyone. I don't just have a ton of friends around me just to be around me for the moment, and then not hear from them for, weeks or months at a time, just so we can have one night of a few drinks, laughs, silliness, dancing, whatever. I have lived quite the lifestyle for about 5 lifetimes. So I'm good with being in a warm home, or in a cool home when need be, being with the people that I love, working with the people that I want to help, and making my life in a position where I'm going to be able to grow and have my own. And that's kind of where I'm at. That's just kind of where I'm at. I just kind of want to do me, and my hair is like acting really funny. I kind of just want to do me, and that's it, And if you like it, great. If you don't like it, then I'm sorry. It's a you thing. It's your problem. I used to always be like a people pleaser and make sure everybody else was okay, and then I was never okay. And here I am now, you know, not the youngest, chick out of the bunch, and I'm just now realizing A, B, C, and D, and having to put forth so much effort, full throttle, to catch up. And I never want to put myself in that position again. Nobody's going to take all of what I worked so hard for, and nobody's going to make me feel like I can't do anything alone. I'm not going to allow myself to feel like I can't do anything alone. I never will put myself in a position where I ever need anybody for anything. And that's the most important thing as a young woman is to make sure, we all say we want to be equal to men, and we want to be, just as equal, right? Just as equal in the workplace, just as equal financially, all of that stuff, right? So really think about what that means, because, you know, if you want to be equal in the workplace, absolutely, you deserve it, especially if you have the qualifications. If you want to be equal financially, you have to be prepared to do that. You have to be prepared to make the sacrifice that your paycheck and his paycheck are now one paycheck. If you are just somebody who's single, making your own money, mingling, and a guy, you're out to dinner and the check is at the table, we're at a place now where, yes, women pay, or women pay their own bill. And that's just the way it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong. I actually did this like not too long ago, where I just went out for, coffee, and I think I had a little pastry or something, and it was with a girlfriend, but I offered, and she was like, no, I got it, don't worry. And I said, you know what, let's just split it. You know what I mean? Now, I know that's easy. It's, us girls. But I have absolutely done that with guys many years ago. Like, you know what? Okay, or how about this? I'll pick up dinner, you pick up the movie. Nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of women out here who think, well, I have a pretty face, I have curves, and, in order to get this, you got to spend money on it. And it's funny because I was speaking to a gentleman while I was waiting outside in the freezing cold. He had made a comment to a woman, like, she wanted to hook up with him, right? They're older, like definitely in their early 60s. And he made a comment to her like, well, what you got? You know what I mean? Like, yours isn't for free, so neither is mine. Where are we going for dinner? What are we doing? And I chuckled, but in essence I said to him, you know what? You're absolutely right. We want to be equal, so what are you bringing to the table? And I firmly believe if we have that mindset, that a lot of women will feel like they aren't trapped in relationships. We're always going to have women who think like, oh my God, I'm, a CEO of a company, and I can afford to buy 80 Hermes bags and live in a $25 million penthouse, and I am just above all. And those are the kind of women that you see work forever. They get a ton of cosmetic surgery. They end up with no one, no husband. And if they do have a husband, it's multiple divorces. And if they have children, their children are generally, from this one, from that one, or adopted, or made, or from a surrogate because, a woman doesn't want to ruin her body, or whatever the case may be, which is crazy to me. Womanhood and being a mother and motherhood, that's a whole experience. Why would, what, like, what is that about? I mean, there's nothing better than bonding with your child for 9 months, and then that baby comes out, that baby is yours, that blood running through those veins are yours, and you take a step back and say, wow, not only do I have an insurmountable responsibility, but I have a chance to form a human life. And I'm sure there's things that we all wish we would have had that we could give our children. And I see some of those women, and a lot of those women work in high profile, fashion or finance, and that might be good for them. Some women don't want children, and that's great. And then we have women who just have baby after baby after baby. I was telling my mom, she mentioned something about a woman getting pregnant, but she didn't know that she shouldn't have been. She was on Ozempic. Ozempic makes you thinner. Getting thinner makes you more fertile. That's obvious. She was supposed to be on birth control, but instead she just disregarded it, got pregnant. Now the Ozempic is not the best for a pregnant woman. You can't be on it and be pregnant, right? So it was like she was totally careless because she was just worried about losing weight. And I said, I know somebody who had an IUD, which is supposed to last 5 years, but you're supposed to get pap smears once per year to make sure everything is okay and that thing isn't getting lost or getting adhered and causing scar tissue. There's a lot to it. You don't just say boop and it's over for 5 years and you can just spread eagle to whoever you want and you're never going to get pregnant. I mean, come on, smarten up. And she was like, my mother was like, that literally rotted in her body. And I said, yeah. And then this person gets pregnant and can't carry the baby because it's more than likely going to miscarriage. And that's also taking a chance of becoming barren, maybe you get a topical pregnancy, whatever the case that is. That's being so careless. And it really disgusts me to hear that girls do that. If you're young and listen to what I'm saying, look, you gotta be on top of it. You gotta be the man, okay? You gotta be the man. There's no shame in carrying a condom. There's no shame in being on birth control. If it makes you gain weight, try another one. If it makes you gain weight, try another one. But ultimately, use a condom. Get with it. We are in 2024. Coronavirus is, you blink and you get it. So what else is out there that we don't know about and have no vaccine or remedy for? And I just think people are very nonchalant about important things and not really paying attention to what they need to be. And I know this video is a little bit all over the place, but, these are things that just pop into my head, so I figured I would just, spew them out. And if you could relate, or if you have any questions, drop them below and let me know. Today was a peaceful day for me. I got a lot done, and tomorrow is, I got a lot more I got to do. I have a load of laundry that I need to get folded because I need a few things. I got to put some nail supplies away. I've been doing my own nails, so I got some stuff in the mail today. So that has to get all put in my nail kit. Then I have some company coming for Easter, so I'm all shopped and everything, all done. So I just need to change some sheets, dust, vacuum, all the things that I do. I do that once a week, always, no matter where I am, I do it. I do have 2 rooms, so no matter what, every room is getting cleaned. And then I need to do a little bit of shopping, but not food shopping for Good Friday and Easter. I need to get myself yogurts for the week, some electrolyte, I think it's electrolyte waters, and you know, just my weekly things. So it's supposed to rain, but I'll throw my hair up in a bun and I'll be good. So yeah, alright guys, I hope that, you know, listening to me is maybe just informative or peaceful, and I really would appreciate if you guys hit the like button, subscribe, but definitely comment. Comment below, let me know what it is that you would like to hear, or is there something that you want to know, or something that you would like me to bring up, and maybe do some research on and talk about. I'm so open to that. So, yeah. And that's it for now. I'm going to call it a night. And maybe I might show you guys my morning little routine quickly. I set up like the night before. My coffee is pretty much ready. All I gotta do is just press the button for my K-cup. My K-cup is already in there. And put my creamer in and stuff. But maybe I'll just show you what I do to get myself ready and going. And yeah, if you want to see, like, you know, little vlogs like that, then definitely give the video a thumbs up, because then I know it's something that you guys want to see. So, alright guys, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Blessings. Stay well. Be kind to each other. Be good to yourself. You are enough. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.